Hello, everybody. This is Elizabeth Moselle, and as you can see with the thumbnail, baby, we have something to talk about. All right, so I just want to just jump into it. Jazz, you send your kids to daycare with COVID? Are you lying for clicks and views? Like, that is very sad and pitiful. If you're not sick, your child is not sick, your children's not sick, your golden child, Davis 5, Davis 4, whatever, is not sick. You really lied and said everybody tested for COVID, but you sent your kids to daycare. Did I get that right? Because you did say in the beginning, even though I have COVID, I still have to do my mommy duties. Then you went out and said you got the girls fed, and I'm sorry, but you didn't say anything about the twins. So then you went in the car and said, "Hey, I have to go pick up Aiden because he got to get picked up because they're having a field trip and they just don't want to deal with him." That is not their problem. That is not their problem. I really hate the fact that a lot of times parents really think that the daycare or the teachers are their problem. They just have to feed them and send them to bed, wake them up, wash their face, and send them to bed. Like, that is very brave of you to say that with a woman that pees on a stick constantly. You pee on a stick constantly. Like, we don't set up a camera and orchestrate your life. You do it. You said that you had the big C. Your kids had the C. And that would tell me that you need to be in the house. That looked like you got it done on Wednesday or Thursday. And then on Friday, you sent them on their merry way. And Saturday, the kids are still playing sports. And I'm like, interesting. That's like you were one of those parents that other parents at daycare despise because they know goodness well their kid is sick and they still bring them to school. Me and you are totally different parents. I know one of my kid, English, he's my funniest kid in the world. He knows that he can get out of school if he tells me he has a cough. Okay? And I'll be like, oh, okay. And then he goes on his merry way. He's one of those kids. I don't play with sickness. I don't want nobody else giving my kid an illness that they don't need. And like anybody needs an illness. But it's just the fact that you have the audacity to get on here and say, well, I wouldn't mind him keeping the kids longer. But you send them to daycare. That's mind boggling. Who does that? Who gets on the camera and basically said, I got COVID and I'm going to send my kids to daycare? You talk too much and you're not creative. Because even if I did have, I am just going to give you some content. Even if I did have that and I was a vlogger, day of the life, I will vlog at night, not during the daytime. I will vlog at night, but you can't vlog at night because Chris is home. Yeah, I peeped that. You can't vlog at night because Chris is home. Chris don't have night jobs. He probably don't even have another job. Yeah, you have to be careful. You don't mind Chris being out of the house, but when he's out of the house, because it only makes sense why he will be there during the daytime, the girls, while you go pick up Aiden. It makes sense to me. Personally, it makes 100% sense. Like, okay, he can, but you can't vlog at night because he's what? Why? Because he don't work. That makes very much sense to me. I'm just I didn't go to elementary school and read like Goosebumps for fun. I literally I didn't just read Goosebumps for fun. It didn't catch hints and clues. But you are very pitiful and sad at this best. Like nobody shouldn't lie about that. But I really want to talk about the audacity that you had to blame the workers at the daycare that they did not want to deal with the Asian. Y'all, that was funny. Well, he don't do this when we at home. Let's go to memory lane. Did you remember that time that you was on live and Aiden was throwing all your junk down the gate? He was just throwing it. He threw your ball, he threw your charger, he threw everything. Don't you remember? Oh, yes. Also, do you remember the time when you had the twins in that glass room? Who broke the glass? I remember. I think the kids said that Aiden did it. If I'm not mistaken, I think the kids. I personally thank you, King Mike, for joining in. I think personally I feel like Aiden did it more than Ava. I personally think so. But there you go again. You want to blame the daycare and the places. He don't do this at home. Yes, he do. And I'm gonna tell you the reason why I know he did it. Or he does act like this. Because Philip came back on his live one time while the kids was eating and he was like, oh my gosh, they make a mess. They don't have any home training. That came out of your baby daddy's mouth, not mine. Came out of your baby daddy's mouth. You are a sad piece of a somebody that takes up too much oxygen from somebody. You take too much oxygen. I like you need to start paying for oxygen. Just you, because there's no way that you went on this 2-minute rant about the daycare. You have the audacity to set up the teachers for failure next year. I call the principal to get him a smaller class or a better class. Thank y'all for joining in. No, you setting them up for failure because now you blame the daycare workers. Now I can't wait to see you blame the teachers. I cannot wait, baby. I can't wait to see those vlogs. I think you can even record IEP meetings. Well, you can have Zoom. You can record those meetings. Thank you, everybody, for joining in. I'm just on a rant. I'm sorry. I'm just getting to it. And they also write you a statement like, what went on. But I feel like you're going to be one of those parents that those statements get sent to. They'll go, they have the meeting without you. You won't even make it to the Zoom. You won't make it to the phone conference. You're not going to do none of that. And what they're going to do is they're going to sit around and they're going to say, hey, do you want to deal with this kid? No. Do you want to deal with this kid? No. They're going to give your child the bare minimum to fail. Just because of your attitude right now with the daycare. I had a feeling they didn't want to deal with him. That is not their problem to want to deal with your child. Their problem is to make sure that your child is safe and everybody around your child will be safe as well. So if your child has a habit of throwing things, because we can go back. I can't go back. I don't know how to work the YouTube world and all this. I just know StreamYard. That's all I can get, okay? But somebody can go back and look at your kids' rooms in the last 6 months. And we can say, yup, Yup, he did that. That's him. That's all him. Who are you going to blame when he gets 18 or better yet, 17 years old? Are you going to blame the police officer when he destructs stuff? Because right now, you are his clutch. You're going to only be his clutch. Because right now, when you said, oh, the daycare don't want to deal with him, you just started a war in his mind. He knows now that he don't have to take responsibility for his actions because my mom is going to blame somebody else over me. Just like you blame Caitlin and Maya for watching him destroy stuff. You blame them. Instead of saying, hey, I'm the mother. Let me deal with this outfit. I will say this. A lot of people might not agree. Philip deserved to be in Vegas. Yes, he did. And hopefully he'll get enough rest. He'll get to see his side of life that I think he still yearned for when he was that age. And hopefully it'll help him to grow up. Because what he'll see now is you ain't crap. Hopefully he'll see that you ain't crap. Because there's no way in hell that you should be able to blame somebody for your child misbehaving. You shouldn't blame nobody. I don't. And I'm gonna tell y'all a little small story. I have the most beautiful little girl ever, and she was so social awkward. She still is. And I had. She didn't throw stuff, but she didn't understand bad behavior, good behavior. And I'm going to tell you the reason why she didn't understand it. Because her mother, she was the only child at the time. And she was so, we laughed at silly stuff that she did. And she did not understand it. So she'll do silly stuff at school like, color herself. And, of course, moms, girl, why you do that? Silly girl. And, she used to get in trouble for that or color on somebody else. Not saying that that's what she did, but that's what her at the time, there was nothing wrong. She could never do nothing wrong. But your child has been stuck in a well, it seemed like a bathroom because he pooped in that room. He peed in that room. He did everything in that room. So when he makes mistakes, he don't feel bad. When he breaks something, he don't feel bad. When he cuts up, he cries, he has his fits, he don't feel bad because you always had the door shut. My children have more my 1-year old have more range over the house than your child ever had in his whole life. That's saying a lot. I mean, you blame everybody. You don't blame yourself. You don't blame you blame everybody besides yourself. You're the mother. You can't blame Philip because be honest with you, you knew Philip was going to some type of jail, prison, some type of house arrest before you got pregnant with your twins. You're the only one to blame. I mean, I think he had said he was doing some type of time before you found out you was pregnant. Um, you have no excuse whatsoever. I really feel sorry for your children. Not only that, this is just a daycare video. This is not nothing else. We can talk about her whole thing. You sending your children to daycare while everybody is exposed to the big C. Um, you are dealing with trying to rebrand yourself in the middle of your children going through school. Yeah, selfish. Um, you pick and choose what you want them to have as a as for like book bags. Your detail in life is so backwards. I wouldn't be worried about um, a 4-year old that don't know her colors, or a 4-year old that don't know how to sit still. I'll be worried about that than just worried about just freaking, just being, oh, super mom. I'm a super mom on YouTube. But obviously, you are a slob. Your children are showing you. You need to do better and stop sucking the life out of people. People feel sorry for you because they still holding you as that 24-year-old girl that is pregnant with 4 kids and baby daddy's in jail. They're still looking at you like that. They're not looking at you as a 30-year-old woman. They're looking at you like a special need. And they get on people like these reactors because you're they see your potential, but they look like the bad one because they do have some type of common sense and logic about life. You need to really sit here and stop bashing people or saying that people are hating, because they're actually trying to help you. But this is your children. You want to do this blame game. Um you want to send them somewhere around a lot of kids. I swear, if my kid was there and I knew, girl, I will. I don't know if we can say violence, but I will definitely trip you in 5 o'clock traffic. That's how mad I am when I saw that you dropped your kids off while you have the big C. I don't know how mad anybody else would be, but I am definitely hot, because who sends their children around other kids and other teachers and people? And I want to say this, and I'm gonna get off. People really do have health problems. That's the reason why people break down quicker. You don't know if a child has the actual C, the cancer that is in his body, and he still is able to go somewhere to still feel like a normal child, retard. And you send your kids that's exposed or have it around that child. Now that child is sicker, and they don't even need to be sicker at all, because his immune system is already trying to fight off whatever. You are selfish. And that's the reason why I am only putting this Segorian to represent you. Because you like to take the life out of people, and you don't even realize you're taking the life out of it. But I'm going to let y'all beautiful people go, because I'm finished ranting about this Segorian. And y'all, if y'all have a channel, please let me know. I will subscribe. If you subscribe to me, I will definitely subscribe back to you. Yes, good life. She don't care. She don't. And we'll see it. When he gets about 15, I only pray that he has a good mentor at school, because that's his only hope. Or Philip turns around and be 30, be a grown man. Right now, we only see Philip the age that he went in. We do not see Philip the age that he's supposed to be. We don't see the mindset where he's supposed to be. Because anybody that's I got 3. Do you, I can't blow $700 in a casino. $700, I'm thinking ahead. Oh, that's a Christmas gift. Oh, that is a Halloween costume. I think ahead. I don't think like that. So I pray that, Aiden does find a decent mentor that would change his whole direction. I don't care what you think. Chris is not a mentor. Chris sat outside and tried to coach sitting down. He's not a mentor. If he was a mentor, he would actually try to train him to cut the grass, wash your car. Y'all, this is, and I'm giving her free content. Chris and son wash the car. You know, allow him to see what things needs to be done. Teach him how to cut grass. Not cut grass, I'm sorry. But take out trash. Have a little responsibility. And you won't, I'm praying that he do outcome this, because that's a sad thing to see a lot of little boys in the system at the young age of 10, even younger. And that is her way out. And I want to say this before I leave. I've been saying that about 3 times. I do notice her parenting do come from mom dukes. Mom dukes. Mom dukes, aka, you know, the one that created this monster. She threw Jazz to her grandmother because her mom was working, but I don't think her mom and her dad was working. They was living their separate lives. Mom Dukes also threw her special needs child to her mother. So she was basically living her own life. They both was. Her dad had a new wife or new situation. They was both living their lives. They did not have time to raise children. So even though it should be like common sense to raise your kids, teach them how to do basic stuff, like put toys away and all that, it doesn't matter. Well, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you reason why he don't do it, because he don't. That's not his child. He's not obligated. King Mike, that word she loves. She haven't said it before she met Chris. Peep out her language. She haven't said obligated until she met Chris. Chrissy wasn't using the word, but Chris do use that word. Chris will tell her behind the cameras, I'm not obligated to take care of your son. I'm not obligated to feed your kids. He's not. That's the reason why she has to buy all this chicken wings for this man to cut it in half. Like the kids can't eat a whole chicken wing. I'm not being mean. I'm not being hateful. But you do not need to cut up. And I can see if it was like a party, but it wasn't. It was just a regular dinner, right? That sticks to me because I'm a single mom. And whatever my kids eat, I eat. No man is not coming over here micromanaging anything. He's not obligated. And just at the end of it. I would hope. Well, when he cut it down, I was like, are y'all having a party? No, they ain't having a party. It was just, they could just micromanage how much the kids can eat. I don't micromanage. Whatever I put it, like for example, if I put 2 pieces of meat, like chicken, right? So if I have, depends, I only cook chicken wings because it's really easy. Bam, boom, bake it, fry it. I don't boil it, but I don't even like it in crock pots. But basically, I make it or boil it, not bake it or fry it. And if I feel like, okay, we can, if I don't buy party packs of the wings, I just cook the whole wing. I don't cut them in half and micromanage the food. Like, that it seems very controlling. That wasn't like, oh, okay, babe, I can eat 3 or I can eat 2. The kids eat 2 apiece. That was more like micromanaging. Well, we'll see how the grocery list is on the 6th. Let's say by the 6th, we'll by the 6th, she's going to do this. Maybe she might be a little bit smarter and try to capitalize it on the 10th or something like that. I feel like we peeped out her habit, but be honest with you, Jazz shows that she's desperate need on her food stamps on her food stamp day. Like we see it. Like I don't wake up early in the morning. We got that PEBT. I see it and I forget it. That's I literally do. Sometimes when you get those EBT on definitely like state of North Carolina, we have the PEBT and I literally forget it. Like my friend be like, "Hey, did you get yours?" I said, "Hold on, let me check." Bam. I think so too. I really do. There's no reason why you only have 2 packs of chicken wings, King. I'm being petty. I'm sorry, y'all. I know I'm too ugly to be ugly, but that was funny. That's funny. That is so funny. Yeah, he can pull out that $400 or $500. Well, I'm gonna say this, good life. I think I went on Erica's chat and shout out to the Erics. Um, I remember that she after it was like December the 9th on her was a live stream. It's my jazzed up life that she went on live and she was making the kids chicken wings and he was cooking something besides what she was cooking, but he kept looking at her food. Like there he looked at it like they supposed to be my wings. The kids get whatever. They get slops. Um and I could tell real quick when she served her kids ramen noodles for lunch that he had a lot of control over her money at that time. I'm not sending my kids to school or ramen noodles, even though my daughter will try me. Okay, my daughter, I don't mind her taking leftover rice, but ramen noodles, I'm like, girl, why do my car smell like a chicken seasoned pack? Okay, but at the end of the day, I really do pray for her son that will have a decent mentor in his life. Somebody that can say, "Hey, I watched this boy graduate." And I know she's going to stand in the sidelines with all the glory, but he actually saved this boy's life. I really do pray for that. Well, King Mike, I'm going to say this. I don't want to put too much allegations, but that camera, Jazz knows how to turn that camera off and turn off that mute button. Um, there's some things she cannot hide. Like she cannot hide holes in the walls because she's that careless. Like she literally forget that those dents in the wall that we're going to recognize. People are going to scope her videos out. But it's this her reality is that she cannot understand why people are hating on her. Cause there's people that's been there, done that. Um and you basically picked on another person that was going through a DB situation. I think both of them are definitely dealt with that. Um, but what she is doing is sugarcoating hers. Well, you know what? Um, I would hope that he was not. I hope he was not acting like he was with those chicken wings that day. Like they only need one pack of candy. Like, they can split it. I hope not. I really hope not. I hope those kids, I feel like those kids get endless food with Philip than they have with Jazz. Not because she can't afford it or one, Jazz don't know how to cook. Y'all. I think that's the problem too. Jazz don't know how to cook. You do your thing, King. That's all I'm asking. You do your thing. Because to be honest with you, if it wasn't for people like you or any of these other reactors, these these ladies and all of them, they will raise up another nation of them. I'm doing the best I can. I'm not getting my tubes tied because I might meet a guy that I might wants to have kids. I'm going to be as toxic as I can till I get my way. You will want to have multiple women thinking their behavior is okay. So yeah, point that out. Point that out. Yes, point it out. I mean, do it safely. Point out the obvious. It's nonsense to be on these streets and still doing 12-year-old things. Like that is 12-year-old mindset. Like that's not grown women. But y'all, I want to say thank you because I think I am missing a chat and I just wanted to get on here and do some thumbnails. I don't know if y'all like it. Give it a thumbs up if you do. Or you don't even have to give it a thumbs up. Just tell me in the comments. Thank y'all. And again, if you follow me, I'll follow you back. Bye. Have a great day. And y'all might see me in somebody's chat. Bye.